Well, a lot of us travel far for the holidays, ought to get back to someplace familiar.
But imagine being thousands of miles away from where you grew up for 3 years, accidentally.
A multimedia journalist, Taylor Vinson, has a story of a very lucky turtle who proves you can go home again.
This truck has a special passenger.
This is an international sort of homecoming.
Johnny is what's called a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle. And 3 years ago, he turned up in the Netherlands, over 4,000 miles away from his native waters in the Gulf of Mexico.
It just had the misfortune to get in the current and go with the flow, and that flow led it across the Atlantic, and it washed up in the Netherlands.
Next, Johnny was sent to Portugal. There, zoologists determined he belonged back near the Gulf. After 3 years of paperwork, a Portuguese airline who shared this video brought Johnny to Florida in November. Since then, Mote Marine staff in Sarasota prepared him for today. At first, he didn't seem that excited.
He hasn't been on sand probably in 3 or 4 years, and so we were just trying to be encouraging. So we just moved him a little closer to the water, let him get acclimated to the temperature change.
With a little help, this determined reptile that beat the odds and survived his long journey to much colder waters took his first few paddles back into the Gulf. With the transmitter on his back, researchers will track his movements and compare them to those of the same species of turtle.
They're such an endangered species that it's so important. Every egg counts these days.
Every time you return an animal where it belongs, that's a good thing, so that does warm your heart.
On Lido Beach, Taylor Vinson, ABC Action News.
And if you would like to follow Johnny as he gets reacquainted with the Gulf, you can find a link to a page that tracks him. You can just go to our website, abcactionnews.com.